Lawrence, Alabama for the 10th anniversary of the Boat US Collegiate Bass Championship presented by Cabela's. Kind of cloudy, overcast day, but the kids got out there this morning and almost 200 teams in first-class boats with first-class support and sponsorship support from Yamaha, Ranger. We've got pro teams here. It couldn't be better. This is really a pro-level event. We got into this because we want to grow the sport. You never know if you're going to have a tow, but sure enough, right after the last flight left, we got a call saying that somebody had thrown a prop. So we were able to get out there and get them back in, and now they're back out fishing, really, in no more than half an hour.
But we decided just to go ahead and get towed in, change the prop out, and probably still going to make the run if we can. We're going to get Yamaha to check it out, make sure it ain't getting in the lower unit of oil. And we're probably still going to make the run later on.
It does not look like it, Dan. It looks okay.
If you break down on the road, if you're towing your trailer, we can come get you. Clearly, if you're on the water, we can come get you. We have great insurance for tournament anglers. If you have a kayak up to 100-foot mega yacht, anything in between, we got you covered.
Oh, it's a great lake. You got a lot of good shallow fishing here. Obviously, the deep fishing's great. We've been cruising down the lake, seeing all the guys sitting on the ledges, and yeah, it's a really beautiful lake.
While our anglers have taken off on Lake Pickwick this morning, the playing field has changed some from years past as the lock and dam to Wilson is temporarily closed. This year, our anglers are playing in some closer quarters, which should make things even more competitive this weekend. We take you now to the Murray State Racers out on the water, already hooked up.
Big lamprey on. All right, good job, man. There we go. Need 5 more like it. Finally got a good bite, man. Been looking for one of them all week. We need to catch 4 more today, and we'll be sitting pretty. See how he was barely hooked? I saw it swimming on the side of his mouth right here. I was like, oh, Lord.
Coming up, when we return, we continue with Day 1 coverage of the 10th Annual Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's. Stay with us. The 10th Anniversary Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship is brought to you by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Towboat US. Take us with you on the water. And Ranger Boats. Still building legends, one at a time.
Fish on! Come on, get together.
Towboat US has the largest network of on-the-water towing companies standing by 24/7 to assist you. And with a Towboat US Unlimited Towing membership, the service is free. Having a Towboat US membership with Trailer Assist means you'll never be left stranded while towing. With our 24-hour roadside assistance, your flat tires, jump starts, and towing are all taken care of. Visit us at boatus.com. Towing and join today.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are built for the ultimate ownership experience. It's a commitment to excellence packed with real-world advantages and exclusive features. Experience the accelerated performance standards of the legendary Ranger Z series. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
The ultimate predator has evolved again. Now, Yamaha VMAX SHO Performance is prowling the waters in 4 hungry, exciting new models. With their 4 valves per cylinder and double overhead cam fuel-injected design, these advanced 4-stroke predators are taking performance to a whole new level. Vicious, lean, efficient. VMAX SHO. The pack is growing.
The 10th Anniversary Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's is brought to you by Yamaha Marine, reliability starts here. Garmin, the clearest scanning sonar images on the water. And by PowerPole, swift, silent, secure. Welcome back to Pickwick Lake, Florence, Alabama for the 10th anniversary Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's. Our wide field of anglers from both the US and Canada have begun day one competition. Now, let's join Ontario's Sir Fleming College out on the water.
Little guy, but she's a start.
It's another reason why we kind of figured on doing this. With weather like this, I mean, if we get 5 fish that are in, sitting around that are like that, if all your ledges shut down when it gets this cold, I mean, somebody's gonna whack them obviously, but.
We're fishing a few docks, and in Canada, we've both been chased by jet skis for fishing people's docks. And people are, oh, hey, how's it going, y'all? How's the fishing? You guys catching them?
Yeah.
It's incredible, the atmosphere around bass fishing down here. It's nothing like we've ever seen before. It's just, It's absolutely amazing.
Good job, buddy.
There's 2, baby.
That's a decent one, too.
That's a bigger fish, too.
Doing exactly what we do in Canada for smallies, drop shotting.
There
set
you go.
the hook, crush minnow. Look at this. Watch this, ready? That got it out right there. Hold your fish, buddy.
Not bad.
Good job, Bob.
With Wilson Lake off limits this week, our anglers are starting to get a good feel for Lake Pickwick while honing in on their respective spots.
What's going to happen is when you get out there and watch these kids, you're going to see a lot of boats in the same areas. There'll be sometimes 5, 7, 10 boats in one area. It gets to be a little dicey out there because, you know, guys are throwing each other boat. One guy wants the cast that this guy's got. One guy might be catching them. This guy over here might not. The lock up to Wilson Lake, it's out of service right now. And so we're not, you know, kids can't go up to Wilson Lake this time. This year, everybody's got to stay in Pickwick.
Oh, it's a monster.
This week in practice, the anglers have seen rain one day, clear skies the next, and are now greeted by a cold front to start the morning for day one. In addition to adjusting to the lock situation, our anglers are still figuring things out post-practice and are finding that not all bass are coming from deep ledges.
Hey, he might actually make keeper number 4. Lay on that board for me. Did you just catch a 12-incher?
12 1/8.
You watch all those guys on TV, you hear about them, you read in the magazines about them. You know, we actually got to have, you know, a conversation with Forrest Wood, you know, at the meeting, and talked to us. He told us a little bit about himself, and you know, that's just neat that they'd come down and support the college anglers in the tournaments like this.
Bigger than the one I just caught, that's for sure. If it's smaller, what to keep. That's a better one. Time to rock.
Well, there's number 5 now. Arthur's getting a bite too, I thought.
Oh, she inhaled that one. Oh, Bubba.
With the dock bite turning on, several other anglers have caught on as they're now finding some success outside of the popular deep ledge pattern. Now, let's join Murray State, who haven't abandoned fishing deep while they're still hooking up with some schools of bass.
Kick the buoy?
Yeah, kick it in. Maybe one. It's like, well, actually, it's 12 inches for largemouth. That's a fish.
Come on, guys.
He's a keeper, though. It's mid-morning. We've fished a couple of our schools. The wind was blowing a little bit harder than we expected. We only got 2 small keepers in the boat so far, but sometimes that's how ledge fishing goes.
Now, let's join the University of North Alabama.
The big, massive schools that Pickwick's known for, I haven't found a ton of them. You know, we found 2 or 3 of the big schools that it's known for, but I feel like the fish are just coming out, like they might be about to load up. I mean, it's just close to just erupting.
You got the live wells?
Current here is everything. When they're really pulling that current, just really makes them fire up and they eat very good. And thing I love about Pickwick and the Tennessee River in general is just any cast, you never know, you could have a 4-pound largemouth, 4-pound smallmouth, or a 4-pound spot. Just everything about it is just amazing to me.
It looks as though the deep bite is still producing for the University of North Alabama. When we return, more coverage of the first day of competition on Lake Pickwick for the 10th anniversary of the Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's.
The distances aren't getting shorter. The trucks are going farther. The 2013 Ram 1500 with best-in-class fuel economy, engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram. The new Ram 1500, Motor Trend's 2013 Truck of the Year.
Panoptics is the future of fishing. We can see our lures coming in. We can choose the proper lures for the depth the fish are in. It makes fishing so much easier when you go to a new body of water, because now you can really identify with the bass, figure out where they're feeding, what depth they're at, and really learn how they're reacting to your lures. To be able to see that kind of stuff and understand it and then interpret it, put it into your game, unbelievable.
I promise to be ready, anytime. I promise to love the sport just as much as you do. I promise to always be flexible. I promise to pull my weight, and then some. I am Trilene, and I promise to never give up. Built with innovation, fueled by passion. Berkeley Trilene, America's most trusted fishing line.
The Arctic Ice Tundra Series, capable of keeping your food frozen all day long. The Tundra Series is a portable, safe, and reusable alternative ideally suited to replace dry ice. Keep your food as frozen as the Tundra with the Tundra Series from Arctic Ice.
Welcome back to Pickwick Lake, Florence, Alabama for the 10th anniversary Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Cabela's.
Every individual has to search within himself and find exactly his passion in life. This is not a sport for a person that really likes to fish. This is not a sport that a person should pursue that loves to catch a bass. This is a sport that is worthy of pursuing if you've got a passion for the whole sport.
While Pickwick Lake is famous for catching quality and quantity off the ledges in the summer months, many of our anglers have had to follow the bass this week with the ever-changing weather and conditions. Some teams are finding their fish in shallower areas, including boat docks. These anglers are throwing drop shots, wacky rigs, and finesse jigs around these docks and are hooking up with some quality keepers to put in their live wells.
I can't tell you how much we appreciate Boat US.
Y'all treat us well, that's for sure.
The pre-tournament dinner is always good. I always love coming back here. This is my 3rd year in a row fishing it.
Yep.
I don't want to pick up this drop shot, but one of the first things, or last things Hank Parker said was, throw the things that you don't like the most and set down the things you like the most and you'll learn a lot more. So I probably should pick it up.
Now, let's join the University of Evansville.
I don't know if that'll help us. We pulled up here on this school of fish, and by about 8 o'clock we had our limit. We got a 4, and a lot of the fish are around 2.5, 3 pounds, so sooner or later we're gonna have to find some bigger fish, but right now this is the only thing we got, so we're just fishing it. They're schooling on top, dude. I could put the damn, oh, threw it away. What the?